I'm happy to be in the conference again, and this time I want to propose new things. You are mainly working with large mammals and enigmatic birds, which is a great thing. Yet I think after many successful years, it is time to widen our perspective and also look for other important members of the Saharan and Sahelian fauna. My priority groups are reptiles, of which there are between 200 and 300 species in the region. But how to choose the priority species on which you should concentrate? That is my presentation. And I like to start, if it's, oh, it's not working now. Now it's working, yeah. The crocodiles. The last crocodiles of the Western Sahara are still found in southern Mauritania. There were some in Algeria, in the place which I'm showing in the upper picture, but they have been extinct about 100 years ago. In former times, crocodiles were also living in Libya, which is represented by a lot of rock drawings, and there are some still in the N80 in Chad. Another important reptile is the land tortoise, sulcata, Chelonoidis sulcata. It is a highly threatened animal because it is easy to spot. If you see the tracks on the left side, it's very easy to collect them, and some traditional use as food is still done in the Western Sahel. And there are the big lizards, the monitor lizards. This is the desert monitor, which is the biggest lizard in the Sahara itself. Another picture, they are very agile animals having very large territories. And another species touches the Sahara. For example, in northern Niger and near Agadez, I found this specimen. This is the West African monitor, which is not a desert species, but a steppe species, which just goes into the Sahel from the south. Many people see these rock-living thorny-tailed lizards. This is one pictured from far away because they are very shy. They are herbivorous lizards, and they are threatened by pet trade, for example, because many people like to keep them at home. This is one of the many species they have. It is only found in northern Mali as a subspecies of another one which lives in Sudan. And there are related animals of the family Agamidae, like this one, also in Mauritania, but also in Mali, and a rock-living animal which is restricted in its distribution to the rocky places in this border region between Mauritania, Senegal, and Mali. Chameleons are important reptiles which don't live in the true desert, but in oases and on many Sahelian savanna spots. This is the northernmost chameleon, which comes from the south up to Agadez. And there are geckos, endemic geckos in these two pictures, one from the Hogar and Air mountain above, and another one from southern Morocco, which I described just a few years ago as a new species endemic in South Morocco. And both of them are associated with acacia trees. The upper one lives already on the acacia trees. The other one lives on the ground, but we always find it in association with the trees. Another important thing is snakes. And among the snakes, we have tropical relicts, which still survive from wetter areas, from wetter times in southwest Morocco, like the puff adder, the African egg-eating snake, the Moroccan cobra, and the African house snake. All African animals, but which survive in southwest Morocco, north of the Sahara, in small populations. So priority species, which should be chosen? I propose to choose local endemics, species which occupy only a tiny territory, and relict species like the crocodiles and tropical snakes in southwest Morocco. They really deserve protection. Tree-living lizards are threatened, of course, by the destruction of trees, like the chameleons, the geckos. And commercially or traditionally collected species also exists, like the tortoises, the monitors, Varanus, and the Uromastyx lizards. So how to start reptile conservation action? The easiest way would be monitoring reptiles in areas which are already being surveyed for other protected species, like the reserves we are talking about in this conference. And then we can design specific conservation plans also for reptiles. The action which we take must be adapted to the specific needs of priority species in any given area, because the species which occur in any area are different from other areas. Just a few examples. Protection, propagation of trees, of course, for the tree-living reptiles would be the measure to take. Protection of water tanks, this means not to protect the tanks, but to protect the reptiles from falling into these tanks, which is a real reptile trap in many areas where these water tanks are accessible to lizards or snakes. Yeah, and one very important measure is to awaken people's attention, to teach them about reptiles, in particular snakes, tell them not to kill every snake-like animal they see, but to let them go and protect them, although they are not very popular. Thank you very much. And I'm very happy to be here again. Merci beaucoup.